Okay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you all are doing good this morning. I'm doing great. I'm back. I'm freshly recharged from the nice weekend, y'all. Had a couple of days off, feeling great. Actually got a good night's sleep last night. But I hope y'all are doing good. Let me get a sip of coffee. I've got fresh hot coffee, of course. Not a day goes by, y'all. Not a day goes by that we don't have such. Oh my goodness gracious. That's delicious. That's first sip, y'all. First sip, best sip. You know how it goes. Oh, that's very good. I got a lot done already this morning, y'all. Got up and had breakfast. I ran out of my little protein bars. I got to get by the grocery store. When I went a couple of weeks ago, I tend to go like every 2 weeks or so. They didn't have my protein bars. Anytime they have these little protein bars, I shop at this little store called Aldi or Aldi. Aldi is what I call it. Let's be honest. And I get these little protein bars, and they are so good. They're called Elevation Chocolate Peanut Butter. They're like a meal replacement bar. And I basically eat that every morning. I usually have some milk and some fruit with it. Maybe a glass of orange juice too. Just depends. Depends on how I'm feeling. But I didn't have it this morning, y'all, so I had to cook some eggs. I scrambled me up 3 eggs, and I had a buttery bagel and some milk and juice. And a banana. I was hungry. But I'm a growing girl, y'all. We bulking. It's bulking season, y'all. I'm working on it. Trying to gain some muscle. I've been gaining, well, about a half a pound, 0.4 to a half a pound a week or so. I only gained 0.2 pounds last week though, so I gotta up the calories just a touch. But we doing the thing, y'all. We doing the thing. Getting stronger too. Love it. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, gosh, y'all, I got a ton of energy this morning. I don't know where it's coming from, but it's hitting me all of a sudden. I'm getting wound up. But what are we doing today? You know, enough about me. Let me get another sip of coffee. My throat is a little bit dry. It's probably because, oh, I was going to tell you, I got on the treadmill too. I do that every morning. Now I'm up to like 30 minutes every morning. I was doing like 20 minutes in the morning, but I've upped that to 30. Because I can do it. It's just no problem. It's not much harder. I get on there and I have my TV right there and I just put the earbuds in and I watch YouTube. And I walk like, I don't know what, 2.5 miles an hour on a 5-degree incline for a half hour. It's pretty easy, but it's really good cardio. And it's not so brisk that I can't enjoy the stuff I'm watching on YouTube. But I got that done. But I'm also off today because I do upper lower, but I take a day off in between the 2 days. So I take Wednesday off. But okay, so what are we doing today? We are playing WoW. This is WoW Wednesday. This is WoW Wednesday. And we're gonna play WoW, of course. Sometimes, the reason, y'all probably know this, maybe you don't, but the whole reason I ever moved my schedule around where I didn't stream on Tuesday, I cut that day and moved it to another day when I was redoing my schedule the last time. It's because they usually used to always do maintenance on Tuesday, but now they do so much maintenance, sometimes it hits us on Wednesday. And it's just fucking ridiculous. But not today. No maintenance today. It's probably because they had a 4-hour maintenance yesterday. I'm surprised it didn't get extended. Because it's just been maintenance, y'all. Ever since, like, right before Dragonflight is when they started having these maintenance, really extended, way more maintenance every week. Ugh, look at Alex Strauss. Her horns look fake, y'all. Look at them. She got a goddamn horn job and everybody knows it. Them ain't real. Those ain't real. Okay. What is that? Like a double G horn size. That ain't real. Ain't nobody got all that. And I'm not coping, y'all. Please God, don't say it's copium. It's not. Like, everybody knows fake horns when they see them. Please. I know what I'm talking about. I was running just a couple minutes late this morning. Y'all may have noticed, but here's the thing. Here's why. Because OBS got updated and they switched the flipping controls. It's very confusing for me to look at, y'all. I don't like change. I'm like most people, y'all. I don't like change, and they fucked up. They made the audio mixer controls vertical. And it looks stupid. It's not an improvement. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. And maybe I can change it around, and when I have some time I will. But they undid a lot of my settings, y'all. They undid a heck of a lot of my settings, and I had to redo them. It caused me to be running just a little behind. But we made it, y'all. We're not too late. We, around 10 o'clock. That's what I always say, it's not dead on 10 a.m. on the dot. It's 10 a.m. thereabouts. Plus or minus a few minutes. Okay, so we are leveling. I hate that I didn't start this out in my little crib, y'all. But we are leveling Coco Loa today. And good news. Good news. I got my my Drakthir. We got Noda up to 90 yesterday. And I was happy about that. I got to do a little session. But me and Veronica got on last night and got her finished up. She was a little bit ahead of me because Veronica got the Epic Edition, and she was getting some XP in the battlegrounds we were doing pre-midnight. Well, let me see. So we're messing with my little porcupine, my little night elf porcupine, who I love, by the way. She's going to be a mainstay. She's probably going to be my primary alt for midnight. So it's going to be her and Noda. And y'all know I love druids. Like, I've been on a druid. I was a druid main all the way till Dragonflight, where I swapped over and fell in love with the evoker. And so both of these just compete for my heart, the druid and the evoker. And I like all of the druid specs, whereas with the evoker I only like, well, it only has 2. But isn't that right? Evoker has 2 specs. It's just devastation and augmentation. Is there a third one? Oh, preservation, right. It's got a third. It needs a 4th. It probably just needs a tank spec. It just needs to make Aug into a tank spec, honestly. Some people will be mad as hell. They hear me say that. Because they love their Aug. But let's see. So what are we doing? Where do I need to go? Where was I at? There was a storm. So the game, when we get to this point, I'll show you what I'm talking about, because it'll be easier to describe it. Let's see. Okay, so where are we at? I was in Thaldraszus. Yeah, Thaldraszus. But I ran into a hitch there, so we're gonna go down here. Oh my god, why'd that go away? Oh, I clicked it off. Oopsies. Okay, let me go. Let's go down here. Here we go. Adventure awaits. Adventure awaits. Let's get going. I kind of really don't like the way world quests are. Like, all this shit, like, the world feels... I think that they think I think that Blizzard thinks, get this shit off my fucking screen. I think what Blizzard, they conflate two things, right? They actually believe that by flying over world quests and them having it pop stuff on your screen and stuff, they think that makes the world feel alive. But let me tell you what it actually does. And this is just me riffing on game design, y'all. Game design is something I love to think about. I'm pretty nerdy about it, but it doesn't make the world feel alive. What it does is it makes the world feel busy. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's a difference between what feels like a living world and what feels like a busy world. Busy worlds give a sense of sort of overwhelming. And that's how I feel a lot of times when I'm out here flying around these new zones, is it doesn't feel alive necessarily. It doesn't feel lived in. It just feels mechanical and busy. And those two things are not the same because they evoke different emotions in people. Like I feel when I fly over a world quest and it spams stuff on my screen and there pops up a talking head, I don't feel like I'm in a living world. What I feel is actually annoyance, that I'm being bothered, that you're trying to hook me into something that I don't even necessarily care about, right? I'm flying over it. Maybe if I was on the ground, maybe have it trigger. But if I'm flying over it, how about we don't have it trigger? Okay. Because I'm not necessarily interested in it. And that could help, right? That's one thing they could do that might help. But you know, that's just some of my ideas. Okay, what am I supposed to do here? Search bag of helpful goods. Oh. Some silly shit for Calcigos. I'm not going to call him Calicgos. We're going to call him Calcigos. Because he doesn't deserve to have his name pronounced correctly. Because he's a simp. Okay. Now I'm supposed to repair this North Arcane field. Okay. So we'll kill this guy. Did I buy my... I remember getting Skull Bash, but I don't think I bound it, unfortunately. My sound effects seem a little loud. Let me make sure. I didn't turn up my desktop volume, did I? No, I did not. So something's going on here. Let's look at this. Audio? What? Why did I just get knocked back? Let's do this. Let's turn... Is this ambience making all this? Okay, that is ambient, some of that racket. And that's what it is. It's a bunch of arcane racket, y'all. Nobody want to hear that shit? Okay, so I gotta get in the middle here. Oh, I gotta take care of this little bastard. And then we gotta sort out my binds a little bit. Okay, let's see. Is Savage Roar no longer a part of the spec? Because that would be a blessing and a half, y'all. Savage Roar was the worst thing to ever happen to Feral Druid. And they just they could not... Let me see. That shit better be gone. Okay, there's no Savage Roar. So instantly that's an improvement for Feral. That was the stupidest thing. Like having it affect attack speed would have been okay. And they used to go back and forth. They couldn't decide over the years whether or not they wanted this stupid buff, as boring as fuck. They couldn't decide whether or not they wanted to increase attack speed or increase flat damage. And the worst thing they ever did was to make it affect flat damage. And so whether or not you had it up was like major, you know, maintaining that buff was the most important thing in your spec. And that's so fucking stupid. You just can't even hardly imagine. I can't even imagine a game designer thinking that's a good idea. Like, it's embarrassing. Like, having something so boring be the biggest staple in deciding whether or not you deal good damage. Like, oh my god. Like, they put all their eggs in that basket, and it was dumb. Let me see. Okay, so we Gucci right here. Let's just run out here. Where's the thing? Oh, it's right. Oh, right. It's on the quest thing. Okay, next thing I'm doing after I kill these two is I'm gonna make sure I got Savage Roar on the bar. Let me do this real quick. Summon our little magical staff. Some people call it a stave. I call it a staff. Why can I not get up here? Here we go. Now let me figure out. Skull Bash. I had all this room. Why don't it put like, I guess it don't put talented abilities on your bar naturally. Okay, let's put this right here. I usually like to do like this because I am one of these people that believe that your interrupt, especially as a melee, not quite as much as a caster, but as a melee, your interrupt is the most important spell you're going to have on your bar. And if you don't believe that, you're probably not a very good melee damage dealer, to be frank. Because it's part of the shtick. Let's see. Edit mode. Go right here. Quick key binds. Boop. Put it on V. Actually, I want to swap these two. V. Shift V. Because that's my secondary. It serves as an interrupt, kinda, because it's a stun. Sometimes there's things you can't interrupt, but you can stun, thereby interrupting them. So, I always put my secondary stun, or something like that. I put V and Shift V, stun, secondary stun. And then we just always, big cooldown is like, function 6 or whatever, and then we just go across 1, 2. And if I had another big cooldown, I would probably put, like, I know I'm eventually going to get Berserk, and I'll put that right there, and then I'll take and put Berserk like right next to it, and put that probably on, well, it depends on which has the longer cooldown. But my big cooldowns usually go on F6 and Shift F6. Okay, this is good. Alright, let's hop down here. I need more unstable mana. And we're gonna swipe our way to victory. Oh, he got interrupted. I'm about to flip and die. I got saved by the flight right there. Okay, so we can't hardly pull much at all in this little area. Like those big guardians do quite a lot of damage. Quite a lot. Gotta make sure we interrupt them. I think the shackles is the best thing to interrupt. I don't know though, maybe the portal? Like, why in the fuck am I taking so much damage? Like, holy shit. Like, it's just literally one guy. I don't know, I still feel like they may have messed up the scaling a little bit when they did the, what you call it, the stat squish. I think we probably interrupt the portal. Let him do the shackles. Yeah, because the shackles doesn't do hardly anything, and he just stands there and casts it. So I think where I was messing up was like interrupting his portal, where he summons all the bullshit. Okay, where's some more? Here's one. I wonder if you still get Feral Fairy Fire. Is that even still a spell? It's been such a while. That's what I actually need to interrupt, but he's casting it first. The other one's casting shackles. Okay, there we go. The other one was casting shackles first. And then that one's casting portals first. It's like, this thing don't know what it wants to do. Very naughty.
Magic in everything. Fly true.
Well, I'm not gonna fly false, cow see ghosts. Okay, where's this one? Oh, I still need more. I need 3 more unstable mana. Well, golly gee. Let me find a guy I can pull. Maybe the little guys get pretty good. Just take this guy by himself. Come on, brother. Well, don't you want to cast some bullshit? There you go. He's like, wow, now that you mention it, of course I want to cast some bullshit. I almost forgot. Bee, here we go.
This world is full of wonder.
No, it's not.
Well met, friend.
What is this? Look through the bag again? Didn't I just look through his little pocketbook? Like, bro, homie, why are you carrying a pocketbook? I need to be closer? Okay, well, there's a certain place I gotta stand to look through his little bag. Guy. What that is. Yeah, look at all this junk he's carrying. Okay, we can go up top now. I remember this quest. They want you to go up here and kill some cute dragons. Y'all, I don't like killing no dragons. Especially not no cute dragons, y'all. Y'all know I'm something of a dragon myself. Alright, get this.
I'm glad you've come. It's good to
I
see
have
you.
not come. What's he talking about? Why is this boy all in my business all the time?
With you. There's magic in everything. Keep safe.
Okay. I wish I had like a... I remember when ferals, is that not a thing? Like one of my favorite things was when ferals got moonfire, y'all. God, that's so cool. I love... There's no moonfire. There's maybe. What's this? Yes, yes, yes. Moonfire is usable in cat form, costs 30 in energy, and generates one combo. Fuck yeah. Awesome, awesome. But it's way the hell down here, y'all. God. Why couldn't it be like up here? So sad, y'all. Why do I have to wait all fucking... Gosh. Well, you know what? At least it's something to look forward to. You can't say I don't have something to look forward to now.
Have you returned?
Maligos? Maligo. That's a cool name, y'all. Maligos. That's a really cool name. I know I'm supposed to be getting these dragons. Oh, I got like a little hook ability to pull them down. Aren't they beautiful? Shame having to kill a beautiful creature. The one thing about feral that I love and hate at the same time is having to wait for energy for bites.
Awaiting.
You know that if you don't have at least 50 energy when you bite, you lose half the damage. And so having to wait, sometimes you're like doing all this stuff, but then you have this lull where you're waiting for your energy's way down here and you're waiting to get to 50 just to bite. And that always feels kind of like, meh, there's this lull. But it also keeps you from like, it also makes you think about what you're doing a lot too. It's like, should I shred again right now or should I wait? You know, you're always doing these little calculations in your head for this. And that's one thing I like about feral. And I noticed that I just leveled up too. But, y'all, the cooldown manager is so flipping good for feral. I don't know if it's as good for other classes at this point, but I love it. Frankly, I know LVI is back up and working pretty good, but I can't really see myself using it over just using this, honestly. Maybe if I get into some higher level gameplay, this expansion, then maybe I'll do it. Like if I manage to get into some mythics, this could be it, y'all. Like midnight could be for me, like where I finally get into some mythic dungeons. But I don't know. I'm still pretty reluctant. Oh yeah, big bite coming up. Oh yeah, it never crits. So did you see that? 490. What did my bite hit it for? Is that it right there? 836. It's a little low. It's a little low, honestly. I wish it would crit more. I wish bite had a crit. I thought I was looking through here and I saw where bite has a crit modifier. Like, it would be cool, you know, if it had more crit chance on if you have bleeds up or something. I think it used to, but it's been so long since I really played feral. What do I want? This is pretty good. for leveling and just in general dungeons and stuff. 4% more healing. But if I go that, this is kind of getting into the healing shtick, the healing side of the tree over here. Maybe we just take this for now. Thick hide. I used to always take this as feral back when we had the old, you know, the classic tree. It's good enough. We're just trying to level. You know, I'm trying to be quick about it. Quick as I can be, you know, which is like slow to moderate maybe. That it? Okay. Vano. Y'all, let me tell you something I'm supremely disappointed in with Midnight.
Come back soon.
Okay, let's see.
But my mirror
Oh,
image
stone
should vanish
reclaim.
in a moment.
What is it, just over there or what? Am I in combat? Why can't I? There we go. Bat form. Go gadget bat form. Shoot, is it down? It's way down here. Okay. But here's the thing, y'all. I don't know if y'all noticed this, but I tried leveling in Midnight. To 90 just doing the campaign quest, and I was 2 levels shy, 2 full levels shy of
How can I help?
getting to 90 with just a campaign. We've always been able to level with just a campaign. It's been so, like, it's been since vanilla that you had to really stop and do other stuff to level because there wasn't enough quests. And toward the end of vanilla, that wasn't even true either. You didn't have to do shit else. By 312 or 112 in vanilla, you know, the last few patches, you could level all the way to 60 with just a quest. And so we ran out of campaign quest, and that wasn't advertised. So I didn't know that I was going to have to do side quests along with it, because ever since Dragonflight, last 2 expansions, the campaign quests take you all the way to 90. Okay, it would. And then so here I am scratching my head at level, what, 88, and I'm like, the fuck am I supposed to? They want me to stop and just do random world quests and delves and stuff. And I thought, my God, they trying to save money on the campaign? Like, what's going on? But I was supremely disappointed in that. I ain't watching this shit. I'm trying to get Coca-Lola leveled up.
To repair any ley lines I find, and send my mirror images to keep an eye on things while I'm gone.
Good luck to the 2 of you. If the Tuskar still live, they should know the location of the major ley lines.
Yeah, so we're gonna go find the Tuskar, which is over yonder. It's over there. We got to go over there. But y'all, so everything, like, you know, I was telling you, so there's a little, I'm not going to call it a rebrand, because a rebrand kind of implies that we are like hard switching directions or something. We're not really doing nothing different on the stream. You know, if you've been watching me for the last few months, nothing's going to change with my concept or anything like that. The only things that are changing is some channel art, maybe some new screens, some new emotes, and the big thing is the model, which is coming along, y'all. Coming along. So, the hair and the eyes are almost done. They're almost done. But not much else has really been worked on. The face a little bit, but the hair and the eyes. So, big thing, a little bit on the face. But so, it is coming along and things are in full swing now. So, I'm looking at, to give y'all a little timeline. I wish I'd have said this at the start, because some people, if they watch the VOD or whatever, they, you know, switch off of it before and maybe come back. Maybe they miss some of it, but I should have said this at the start, because I don't think I mentioned it in the last few streams, but that is well underway. What are we calling it? I had a better word for it than a rebrand. It's not a rebrand. But also, yes, the channel name will be changing. But the name is not set in stone yet, so I don't have anything to announce with regard to that. But it'll be something familiar for a lot of you. Some of you it won't be, but for a lot of you it will. And we're just calling it a makeover. The channel's getting a makeover is what it's getting, because nothing about like how I act on the stream or anything like that's going to be changing. Not my concept ain't changing. We still going to be the Dragon Queen. Okay. But it's just going to be a little makeover. Well, let's say it's going to be a substantial makeover, but it's something I've been wanting to do for so long, and but now it's happening. So I would look for this to be, it's been going for 2 weeks now, I reckon, or a week. So I'm imagining about 6 weeks to 2 months. It's something like that for when everything gets rolled out. But yeah, so that's coming. I wanted to say that. I wish I'd have said it at the start of the stream. But it's okay. We'll keep mentioning it a little bit along. And I'll keep y'all abreast on the progress. But none of the channel art, no new channel art or nothing's been done yet. The emotes hadn't been done. I hadn't commissioned them yet. But the model's being worked on. Complete quest.
Speak soon.
Ask the locals.
Be careful. The Tuskar will talk your ears off if you let them. If you see anything remote.
Oh, I didn't mean to take that. Because unlike Midnight, abandon that. The campaign quests are enough to level you all the way up. You know, out here in Dragonflight.
Oh, your wares may be better than mine. What now? Lake
Nah, bro, you got the best wares.
What nonsense are you on about?
Nonsense? I resent that.
Well now, there's magic in the land everywhere. It's in every rock.
Her name is Joko Mupat. Joko Mupat. Well, that's a fucking name, ain't it? Golly gee. No, don't touch that. It'll turn me into some bull malarkey.
Greetings, stranger. Oh, the Gleam Coves. Yes, they're everywhere.
Complete A. Catch up with Brandon.
With that, Chieftain Panoliak.
Y'all, I used to be in a guild.
Panoliak passed.
Back in the day, I'm trying to think of the name of it. We rated pretty high level. This was back in TBC. This is toward the end of TBC. I'm trying to think of this guild's name. I'll come back to it if I remember it. But we were going like, we weren't that hardcore, but we were, you know, shooting for some server first. So, something like that, give you an idea. And I was playing a warlock at the time. Where's this fucking, I can't even gather it anyway, so I don't know why I'm trying to go out here. But, right, and we were progressing through, Serpent Shrine Cavern. Right, and I was pretty new to the guild. I was sort of almost like a trial, and we were like free rolls, y'all. This guild was retarded. Sorry to say, but they were, because this was a pretty hardcore guild, and they were letting me roll on loot, and it was me. I'm trying to think what it was like. So okay, right, y'all remember Leo Theris the Blind? We were on that boss, and I had been in the guild for like a flippin' week, y'all. A week. And their warlock, her name was Brenna. Her name was Brenna, and she was an absolute prima donna, y'all. Like, you wouldn't believe this woman, okay? So, we're just gonna chill. I'm gonna tell this little story. And so, we're in there, we're raiding, we're having a good time. We get to Leotheris and we talk about the fight and we make a few pulls, we make a few more pulls. It's starting to get pretty late into the night. We raided 4 nights a week for 4 to 4.5 hours. So this was a pretty good time investment. And like I said, this is my first week. And we're sitting there on Leotheris Sublime. Our last pull of the night, everybody's dead ass sleepy. Or no, it wasn't the last pull. We went on to try to pull the next boss, who I forget his name. But so we've made all these pulls. We've been on him for like 3 hours, right? And we kill him. And he drops the tier 5 warlock gloves. And so it's me and her. She's a destruction warlock. I'm affliction. Okay. And we both roll on the gloves. And like I said, it's flipping just free rolls. It's just need over greed. Everybody can get 2 items tops per night. And I roll and got them. As a flipping trial in a week. Y'all. This woman loses her shit. Like it was like this guild. Okay, so it had like her and her husband were in the guild. Okay, so y'all already know how this can be like problems, right? If y'all have been in a lot of guilds where you have people in there that are in relationships and stuff, and they come as like a duo or whatever. Well, she makes some comments. I can't remember exactly what she said, but she had some comments for us. And then all of a sudden they go offline. Like, this is like within 5 minutes of this happening. They go offline, and then her husband sends a text to the guild leader and says, "Oh gosh, their power went out." Yeah, right. It probably fucking Brenna having goddamn Sith lightning shooting out of her fingers probably short-circuited the goddamn breaker box, y'all. Because of her rage. Because she was not fucking happy. Let me tell you, she'd been in that guild for years. I came in a week. They had fucking free rolls, y'all, advertising themselves. Y'all, a semi-hardcore guild. Free rolling. I felt bad. Y'all, I felt bad rolling on the gloves. I promise I did. But they told me to roll. As I was instructed to roll. When we came in that night, they said, okay, new people, don't be shy about rolling, okay? You just roll and it's fine. Roll on whatever you need. And I did. And what do you know? But this reminded me, because her name is Brenna.
Next time, I'll bring.
She actually had 2 N's in her name.
Our caravan was ambushed by gnolls.
And this woman used to brag about her job all the time. Like, it was all she thought. I'm not going to say where she worked. I don't want to dox this woman, but she used to brag about where she worked all the time. She was just one of these kind of people, y'all.
No more waiting. I must save Nora.
But that's it. I'm done gossiping, y'all. I done gossiped.
Please, stranger, I'd appreciate any help you can offer us.
Oh, I hate killing the little gnolls, y'all. Maybe these things die easier than them elementals. Hey, I got one of these. Are these weekly quests or are they daily quests? I don't actually remember. I'm gonna go turn it in so I don't forget. They give quite a lot of experience. Y'all, I had a, let's see, I had a bot trying to say some shit in chat and Siri called it. You know what his name was? You want to know what his name was? Like, these are randomly generated names. The fucker's name was Genital Self-Doubt. Genital Self-Doubt. Y'all, come on. That's hilarious. Bro be doubting them genitals. He doubting his genitals.
Good day, young one. What's that?
5K.
Your tale will be remembered.
Like 1.75 bars, what it looked like. Okay, we got a bat out of here. Y'all, I'm coming in like a bat out of hell. I can actually say that now, and it's not just a saying anymore. Let me track this so I know where to go. Get a little sip of coffee while we cruise. I didn't mean to get all this, damn. Oh shit, I stood in some bad shit. Now I got even more shit, are you serious? You know what, we just bear up, fuck these people. Fuck these gnolls, y'all. Playing with these. Not playing with them. Damn it. Like, I think we've stabilized so I can go back. God bless it. You little fox. Stop your bullshit. Oh, damn, I can use, oh my god, I didn't, oh, y'all. Something I totally forgot about. Is that, look at that. Wait, you can only use one of the, okay, hold on. How come? It's clear casting procs that you can use on regrowth, right? I used it on one. I forgot you could do that. I just been using it on shred. But apparently you can use your clear casting on regrowth. Which is really good. That'll help a lot. But the thing is I had 2 charges of it or something, but I could only use one on regrowth. I wonder if it gives you a debuff after the first one that locks you out. We're gonna have to see how that works. There's one. No, you can't use clear casting procs on regrowth. What did I use for an instant one? Wait, predatory swiftness. Oh, okay. Well, let me put that so I'll know when I have it. Let me put that. Edit mode. Cooldowns. Now, I hear a bear. Don't be starting your bullshit wherever you at. Okay, I'm not in the fucking mode, mister or missus. I don't want to misgender the bear, y'all. It's very important. Like, they're ornery enough without you doing that, you know. Where is it? There it is. Let's put this up here. Why is it that I'm tracking this, but it doesn't show this? It shows the clear casting thing when it procs. Honestly, I wish it would just show the little almond orb. I think it's a better icon than the clear cast, and to be honest. But okay, so I know I got regrowth when that pops as well. And I can, let's see, I can move it. Let's move it over just a cunt hair. Like maybe like about yay so. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Okay, good. Very good. Okay. We'll just get this guy right here and then... Now we got everything tracked that we need to know about. So we can do the big work. Big work. Something's supposed to be right here. Oh, here we go. Big walrus boy. He's a big ass walrus. Name's Hanu. Hanu the walrus boy. Snap the traps. We gotta go accept that. How did I miss that? Wait, what's this? Leaving Knolls. Oh. That's part of that little rare, is what it is. Some britches.
Be on your guard. There's nothing so cunning and cruel as a shade paw knoll.
What troll? There are no trolls here.
Of course, Elder.
What's that? There's a walrus, a baby walrus riding an elephant. How cute. He do the old hee-yah on them. Okay, let's get back up here. There's work to be done. There's leveling, y'all. There's experience. There's levels to get. Well, come on, you little bandit fucks. Look at this one's trying to get in on the action, too. Let me read this one. Okay, good. It just works almost like the regular rip, except it's not quite as powerful. Primal Fury. Primal Wrath, rather. Alright, we're just springing some traps, I reckon. Shit, y'all, I can do this in stealth? That's wild. I wonder when this was changed. Like, how much other stuff can you do from stealth? Like, interact with objects? Like, I had no idea. It's always been that interacting with objects breaks stealth. I wonder when they changed that. Alright, let's get this dude. Look at his little silly ass hyena friends. Well, wait till they get a load of me. Damn it, I spazzed on the interrupt because haven't been using it much. I can stun his punk ass. Look at that, we got him stunned up. Like, no spinning for you, big boy. Okay, all that ain't necessary. I don't need to hear your death gurgles, okay? Like, I don't need to hear all that. It offends my delicate ears. Golly. Okay, we got 2 other blue dots we gotta take care of. Bakra and Kerwal. I'm so used to like, I used to, my binds, let me try again. I used to always, when I played stealth classes, put stealth on V, but in the last year or so, I've been putting my stuns on V, like my interrupts and stuns on V with modifiers. Okay, let's fuck this dude up. Oh, look, we rescued some people. Ain't that nice? Oh, yeah. Damn it! God, they didn't give me much time to move out of that. Well, I'm glad to know she had her fun, y'all. That's really something. I'm gonna wait to turn. I'd rather just turn them both in at the same time. We gotta go down here and find the trap layer. Let's get stealthed up. Fucking honey badger stealth mode. Engage. Engage. Okay, now let's go in here. Okay, we're doing, and then, yeah, we just stealth right in here. You'll never see it coming. Booyah. Trap you. Yeah, let me use my predatory swiftness. Y'all see me do that? Like, good God, what a gamer. What a gamer.
Watch your step.
Got another one too. I might as well use it because it puts regrowth on me. Oh, it's a shorter regrowth than a normal. Let me see how long the normal one is. 12 seconds, right? No? Y'all, when did they make the secondary... When did they make the dot of regrowth so short? Like, goddamn, have I been living in a cave? Well, don't answer that. Okay, let me go up here. I talked to Hanu. Hey Hanu, what's up, brother? Twisted leather breeches. Oh yeah, that's a ding. Okay, we'll probably go take a break here in just a minute or so.
Brenna, you came.
We're coming up on the hour.
Norak and the others, they're in the den. Cogpaw is in there.
You
And
know,
these sickly gnolls.
Slow down, honey.
if they would shut up, I could say something. Oh good, they obey proximity, so that's good. But I find with streaming, it's a good idea. Even if you don't need to use the bathroom or get more coffee or whatever, it's a damn good idea to take a little 3-minute break every hour. You know, I think you just feel better. I notice that if I sit here for an hour and a half and then I go take a break, I feel worse than if I would have just went and took one, you know? So I think that's what I'm gonna go do now. And if y'all give me just a couple of 3 minutes, I will be right back. Okay, y'all. I am back. I'm back. And I am glad to be back. Let's see. Got fresh hot coffee. Feel great, feel lovely. Let's get going. So we were talking to Hanu. Yeah, so let's talk to him some more. Get some more quests. He wants me to rescue his chick, I think. Like, brother? Shouldn't you be rescuing your own lady? Like, what kind of simp are you? You know?
I will go with you.
No.
Okay, okay, come
I
on.
will not lose you to Cogpaw. Our newfound friend is quite skilled. trust in them.
Right, so there's some nasty shamans in here. So I think, so I know I was talking about one stream, like how I kind of hate the modern sound effects for feral druids. Like, I feel like that rip, the sound for rip and shred are backwards. Okay. I think the shred sound effect is not at all, it's so weak. It sounds so sickly like I really don't like it. And also the fact that rake and shred have the same sound is really, listen, they sound almost exactly the same. They have this high-pitched sound to them that doesn't sound right for that. Vodka, good morning, says porcupines. Yes, the porcupine has landed. This is my, this is honey badger. This is honey badger. I think there's some people that are saying that the feral, attack form. So you got the bear form. And then you got this, this is for fight, if you know the meme. Okay, cat is for fight, even though this is not a cat form. But it still shows a cat's paw. Debatable, maybe it could be a wolf. But some people are saying that this is a wolverine. This looks like a wolverine. And, nah, it looks like a honey badger to me. It looks more like a honey badger than anything. And so that's what I call it. And y'all know fucking honey badger don't put up with nothing. Like, honey badger don't fucking play. Have you seen the meme? Like, honey badger don't give a fuck. And that's what we out here doing, not giving nary one. Well, don't cast that. Do you see that? He's casting Looming End. Negative. Look at him puking everywhere. Like, damn, they got COVID? Like, what's going on? They need the mask? Let's put some mask on them. Look at them. Disgusting. So I'm gonna just sneak in here. I love being a little honey badger that can sneak around. Cause I don't have to deal with stuff I don't want to deal with. Like, I wish I could stealth in real life. That would be wonderful. Okay, that's one. Hold on, I gotta spend a talent point. Look at there, I almost forgot. I almost forgot. Well, I don't really need survival instincts right now, honestly. Kind of a shit cooldown, 3 minutes too. I've got bark skin. I think I just went in combat. No? Okay. But I've been going down this side of the tree, y'all. This side of the tree is more for bleed effects. And this is more shred stuff over here. But I took all the good base. This is, I feel like all of this is really good baseline. I think I might want this Cult to Spring. It lets you, if you generate an extra combo point beyond what you can hold, it increases your finishers by 10. But not rip. I wonder why they left rip off of there. That would have made it really powerful. But well, then you would have had people trying to snapshot rip. I get it. Yeah, they tried to move away from snapshotting. You know, if you know what I mean, you know. But it used to be that was a big part of the gameplay with ferals, is setting up, doing everything you could, popping trinkets, popping all kinds of modifiers, and then putting up this really big fat rip. And that's where all your damage came from, using the snapshot technique. But they're trying to get away from that. That's why they didn't include rip. They don't give a fuck if you snapshot Primal Wrath. The bleed effect doesn't last very long. You can't really game that. Vodka says that sounds good. Yeah. And then you got, I think we're just gonna take it, because I've been thinking about it for a while. I feel like everything in this little node right here, this little, before you get down to here, is very necessary no matter which way you go. Like, this stuff is really good baseline stuff. Okay, I don't want to overthink it. Did I just kill that spider by walking on it? Oh my god, I did. Well, I'm very immersed right now. What are they doing? Throwing filth back and forth. Look at that. They're throwing shit at each other, I think. Diarrhea. My god. Stop them. Vodka says, baby, do a form review compared to Withers. Withers? What is Withers? Yeah, let me get outside, and then that way I can show the travel form too. Let me finish this quest. What am I missing? The flipping guy, I got baited on a I got baited on a herb I can't even get. Fuck.
You saw right through my feign death. I learned it by studying the local folklore. I'll make my escape.
Yeah, I'm exploding these little sickly fuckers. Y'all, I'm really good at beating up sick people. Very useful skill. Damn it. Just putting my bleeds up on them. I think multi-dotting is good when you have like two. Like putting your rip and rake on them, but I definitely don't think you should be doing like Primal Wrath on 2 targets. That needs to be like 3 or 4 or more. Like, the damage just don't work out, you know. I need to get... Let's kill this guy. What is he? Oh my god, they're pulling the shamans around with a rope. Bless their hearts. No. Oh, you didn't give me that time, bitch, did you? Fucking shaman back there helping him. I got a little bit of a snapshot on that rip. Like, I love that how long my Tiger's Fury lasts. Here we go. Get a fire going. Y'all didn't know that honey badger could make a nice fire. Okay, honey badger full of surprises. Okay. Okay, Sweetie, this sip's for you. Now let me, gotta go down. Both of these are kind of down this way. Well, golly bum, they're right there. Oh. Oh, that's good. So, right. So we get to take advantage because I messed up right there and I already was capped on combo points and I hit the guy again. But remember this? It's okay because of cold to the spring. Like we get an extra 10%, which is actually amazing. So honestly, I would say cold to the spring not only makes it where it's not as punitive to overrun your combo points. It actually goes so far as to make it a benefit to do so. Think about it, 10% on your next ferocious bite. If you go one, like, and I guess it only applies to one over, right? I don't think you're getting 20, 30. Obviously it's got to stop somewhere, but like, so yeah, I think it's actually a benefit to go one over. The problem is it would be very difficult to do it like that because you don't know if you're gonna crit. I have to think about this, y'all. There's a lot to it. But it's definitely, let's just say, we can definitely say it makes it way better, or not as bad if you have an overage. And honestly, if you're not really playing at a super high level, it's not gonna make one fucking little bit of difference anyway, to be honest. That's getting interrupted, homie. You can't cast that slow on me. Like, you don't do not sleep on Honey Badger. Kill that totem. Like, you don't want to do that. I've got a big bite for his ass. Right there. Oh! 18, 19. My God. Like these sons of guns, these mother beaches, they are obsessed with the rot, y'all. Why they want to spread that rot so bad? My God. Living that rot life. Probably Rotten Crotch. They probably know Susie Rotten Crotch. Probably his sister. Look at all these spiders I could be killing. Wait, it doesn't kill them when I'm in stealth? Hold on. It's not killing them. Maybe these ones. It's those ones. It's those ones. Okay. Oh, look, it's a little foggy out here. The Azure Span. Y'all know that, this is where they tried to recreate Grizzly Hills. Like every couple expansions, they try to do one or two things, sometimes both. They try to remake Stranglethorn Vale, right? Spiritually, anyway. And they try to recreate Grizzly Hills in some way. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them because those zones are fucking majestic, is what they are. And I think everybody knows that. Vodka says, it's them. Yeah, it was those ones. The little ones. Oh, look at all this. Y'all, I'm probably rank 1 with the Tuskar. Like, these people, like, my God. They really know me at this point. I think, you know what? I think once you get exalted with a reputation, I think you should be able to keep getting rep, but when it's given to you, it's converted to gold. Wouldn't that be cool? Like 300 gold? That would be nice. It'd be a good way for people to keep making gold. Or make a little extra gold. Kind of like how at the end of the season, sort of like, you know, when you have conquest points, they convert it to gold. You know, pretty cool. Look at this. Shined iron polearm. They done went and shined it for me. Like, oh my God. Look at that. It looks like shit. But I'm gonna take it. Yeah, that would be cool too. Vodka says, not as majestic as this one dragon girl. She purty. Oh my God, you better not be looking at... Oh. Flip. Oh, you better not be looking at other dragon girls. And she says, or to another rep. Yeah, that would be lit. That would be hot. That would be fire. Honestly, I couldn't think where I wanted to go with that, so I just went all over the place. That's the truth. I almost even said that's bussin', but I really resisted it.
Let's be off. We will do what we can to aid.
It's become harder and harder
the source of this rot.
For me to resist saying stuff like bussin'. I don't know why. It's like these young folks, they come up with a lot of really fun stuff to say. And I feel like I'm not supposed to say it. You know, it's not for me, but like, it's just so gosh darn fun. Like, y'all know I'm over here hag maxing, you know.
I hate how insufferable.
Let me get a sip of coffee.
All the time.
Shh, loves. Both of you.
Complete. Speak to Akoan. That kind of reminds me of Akon, you know, Akon the rapper. I always thought he was really, really in danger. You know, when you make a name, you gotta, the first thing you have to think about, and y'all, this is real shit, real talk. Okay, I'm about to put some truth out there. When you come up with a name, the absolute first thing you have to do is think about all the nicknames that will be spun off from that name. Like if you name a child something, you have to think, okay, how many different ways can they bully this child with different nicknames? And let's make sure we try to get as many of those cases as possible before we name them. But like, I always thought about Akon, the rapper, and did he not think, like, what the fuck was he thinking? Because I always call him Acorn. You know, that's the first obvious nickname, and it's just right there. Like, it's the lowest hanging fruit. I'm like, why did he not think about that? Like, I can't take you serious when your name is Acorn. You know, just saying.
Tell my friend what you told me.
If they came without warning.
Opa, opa.
Fetid gnolls.
That's something people say. That's a word in another language. Opa. I don't know what it means, but I've heard people say it.
I'll be dead soon.
Maybe it's a Russian word?
Like the others. You are not dying.
I have no idea. Big bite. Big ass bite. Let me see. Yeah, I love how they turn my my rake and my rip different colors when Tiger's Fury is up, because it lets you know that that'll be a snapshotted ability. And so they're okay, like Blizzard, the game designers are okay with very simple snapshotting. They just don't want you putting like 15 fucking different things behind your rip. They're okay if like a trinket gets called in there, like one trinket and your Tiger's Fury. But they just don't want what we were doing in Wrath of the Lich King, which was like, y'all, my guild was setting me up to do like the biggest damage, like after the, because we were quite hardcore in Wrath of the Lich King. I think my guild's name was Red Eye. I can't remember. But we were pretty hardcore. And they were setting me up to have like the biggest parses for feral druids. And I was one of the highest parson ones. But they were like, I can't even tell you how many things that we were setting up to snapshot into my rips. Because it was like tricks of the trade. Like the rogues were giving me tricks. I was snapshotting bloodlust into them, and like it was everything you could imagine. We were setting this up, and we were doing this on patchwork, and we had long since cleared Nax. I mean, we cleared that. Any serious guild cleared Wrath of the Lich King Nax in the first week easy. Vodka says, hang on one sec, let me get this bear going. Now he'll die, now I can read it. Vodka says, Opa, it's Greek to show that you're like excited and full of joy. Oh, okay, it makes sense now. It makes sense. Gotcha. Yeah. Killing Alex Straza. Opa. Opa, opa. I'm trying to remember. I hear it a lot. It seems like when I'm watching like old, like I love UFC. I watch like old fights all the time. I watch some of the newer fights too. I've seen all the way up to UFC 324 now. And but I've been watching UFC ever before it was UFC. I watched with my friends. We used to get it on pay-per-view and be like on Sunday watching Pride, drinking beer. And it was so fun. Like the days of Fedor, Emelianenko. But it seems like I hear it a lot. Like the fighters saying it. Maybe that's where I've been hearing it. Opa, opa. Maybe I've been hearing it on arm wrestling. Yeah, that's where I remember Devin Larratt saying it to somebody. Oh my God, I know where I was hearing it now. He was arm wrestling this Greek dude named Georgie. Fuck, I can't think of his last name. But anyway, this was from like a year or so ago. But I recently watched the thing. And one thing Devin does is he talks shit. He will learn another language just so he can talk shit to the athlete that he's facing in their own language. Georgie Setkov was his name. I can't believe I remember that. But he was like this Greek dude, and he was yelling that at him. Opa. She gonna use them. Vodka says she's gonna use some USC moves on me. No. But let me get a sip of coffee. UFC is amazing. I used to watch a little bit of boxing and I didn't really care for it. I just watched the big fights every once in a while. But I kind of got addicted to UFC. Like my friends got me into it back when it was Pride.
somewhere around here.
This place is thick with foulness.
It's very
And the lost
entertaining.
Spirits of my kin. Please.
Okay, Brackenhide,
Release their spirits so they may
decay
rest.
spread contained. Oh, okay. We got a lot here. We got a lot. Let's do this. Big cooldown. Okay, we need to use a bark. Oh, nope. I forgot I changed bark skin. Okay, I need to switch to my single target rotation now. Should have already done it, but... I should have... Yeah, why did I not get a predatory swiftness there? Maybe I did and I just kind of freaked out a little bit because I got so many on me. And I wasn't paying attention. But I gotta remember to look for predatory swiftness. Okay, we're just getting our bleeds up on these guys. I'm gonna bite this one because he's about to die. He got bit! God, cooldown manager's so good. Like, it's doing the same thing that my Tell Me When's used to do. Like, look at this. It's showing me right here, I don't even have to look up here, that I've still got this much time on my rate. And then we build a little bit more, put a rip. It's doing the same thing for rip. And it even highlights itself. Like, let me show y'all this. Like, it's so good. We'll have to wait a second for it to do it. I'll put my bleeds. We'll come back to this one. Put just a couple bleeds on him, then come back to this. Watch. It's highlighting it because it's showing me that it's about to fall off. And I need to reapply it. It's doing everything you could want it to do. And yet people are still like losing their shit about, you know, Tell Me When being nerfed a little bit. Like, I don't know. If you need more information than this, you're kind of just asking for the game to play itself for you. Like, what? Like, this is all the information I would ever need to do like world-class DPS if I was really trying to do it. Now, maybe there's some corner cases. I bet you there's some stuff I'm unaware of. I know that Warlocks and Shadow Priests were having some problems with dot tracking. I'd heard people saying that, but I don't know what's going on because that was before midnight. It's probably much improved now because I can see that the dot tracking, they're probably concerned about multi-dotting. But that's really kind of a corner case because you can kind of keep track of multiple sets of dots. If you're just putting up a couple dots on a couple different targets, you can kind of keep track of that in your head, I feel like. But I heard that they were going to do something about that too. I heard that they had some shit in the works for it, so I don't know. Just put him up at 4. Fight him. Here we go. And look at there, got predatory swiftness. Pew. Just put a little dot on him and then pump. I'm really happy with Feral's damage. They got a God, I'm really happy with Evoker damage right now too. Evoker got a slight nerf coming into season 1. It's what I read, but it was only on like one ability, so it doesn't affect the overall DPS that much. But Feral got so much stuff buffed, but it didn't get applied to PvP though. So they must have felt like Feral was kind of fine in PvP, but needed a significant boost in PvE. Put a little dot. Just pumping the day away. He'll die. I don't need to do anything else. Let's save combo points. Tiger's Fury, big bite coming up. Ow. Feral is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I played Feral a lot over the years. I really like this version of it without any kind of savage roar crap. Let me spend my talent point. I didn't even notice I'd leveled. I just been into it, y'all. Been in a flow state. Flowing like an avalanche. Matted fur. Let me see what all we got here. Wild charge. We can improve Tiger's dash. I could do that. We got Primal Fury. This is a good one. This could be backfill. Better healing received. I don't really want to soothe. I don't really care about that. I don't really care about Cyclone. That's more of a PvP thing. But they make you take... Oh, that's really dumb. They make you take this. They make you take this to get Stampeding Roar, which I really like to have. So they kind of got me between... I'm never going to use either one of these in PvE. But I would use this in PvE. I hate that this is tied to this. Oh yeah, what kind of sandwich should you make, sweetie? Make a bologna sandwich. You know, one thing you should have got you was some eggs. I didn't even think about it, but do you like eggs? Because eggs go very, like a fried egg on top of ramen is very good. So good. Feline sweet, and they're just good by themselves. I had eggs this morning. I had eggs and a bagel, some milk and some fruit. I think I want, let's see, I'm gonna avoid this for a while. And I'm gonna go Tiger's Dash. Because I use this quite a bit. And I need to swap these around. Because I've been pressing, there we go. And honestly, this should be on C. I don't know why in the world this ain't on C. Let me swap these and then do this. Edit mode. Quick bind, C, and then do 1, 2, 3. And that's good enough for now. I hadn't even been using my mark buff, y'all. What kind of fucking druid am I? Like the worst kind. Like Honey Badger acting like he ain't ever been here before. Honey Badger acting like this is her first rodeo. Oh. There we go. Ooh, Decaying Spirit. Hey, there's a quest over here I hadn't got. What? Why didn't I pick this up?
I'm glad you've come.
I must have just missed that one.
Mage, but
Like my little happy ass just going around. I ain't even got all my quests.
To help this land heal.
Then our goals are aligned.
Oh, we
Investigate the
ballin'.
decay.
We fucking
We'll
ballin'.
find a safe spot further in.
I've got your back.
Put them rip, put that rake, put that rip. Thank you, Calcicos. And no, I will not put any respect on his name. Like him and Alex Strauss are butt buddies. Ham and cheese, she says. Well, that's a good combo. Classic combo. Ham and cheese. Oh no. Them ooze and decays popped out of that deer's butt. Y'all see that? Thing had ooze and decay in its butt. Very nasty. Look at his little buddy over here shooting me. Ain't got a damn bit of respect. It ain't right.
You're not alone.
Okay. Like, I already knew that, Kelsey goes. He's like, you're not alone. Like, brother, it ain't gotta be all that, you know? Like, dude, acting like we fighting a fucking war or something. Like, it's just some gnolls, bro. They're just gnolls, like, you know, these are like minions of Hogger. Oh, damn it, I didn't mean to pull them. Y'all are like, well, why the flip did you run over to them? It's cause I'm a harebrain. That's why. Big bite. You know, I've been kind of wanting to try McDonald's new burger. Y'all see the thing where like the CEO tried to eat the burger and he took like this little tiny ass baby. I think it's called the Arch Burger or something. The Big Arch Burger. Like, they need to rename the Big Mac, cause y'all, that thing ain't big. Okay, like me and McDonald's have different, clearly have, shut the fuck up, Walrus, shut the fuck up. We clearly have different opinions about what constitutes big. That is not a Big Mac. Maybe back in the day by those people's standards. But y'all, that thing's a goddamn snack, y'all. I'm not a big girl. I'm not a big girl. But I could easily eat 3 Big Macs. That's just not even, like, what is that? It's not big if I can eat 3 of them. I promise you. And I'm talking about, yes, I would be very full. But, like, it's not that big a deal. You know, but anyway, so the CEO eats this thing. It's the new Arch Burger or whatever, and he takes a fucking nibble out of it. It's a goddamn nibble, and then turns it around and says, "Look at that, nice big bite." And the way he's chewing it, it's like, bro, you are such a CEO. You are such a such a fucking corpo. Like, you can tell this motherfucker only eats caviar. He's on a caviar-only diet. Fucker sucking fish eggs straight out the fish's ass is what he's doing. I'm telling you right now. I don't like it. Yeah.
Hang in there.
Motherfucker draining fishes, y'all.
This is bad, friend. Join us quickly. The decay is out of
control. Shut up, Kelsey goes. If I wanted your input, I would ask for it. Like all these yappers in this game.
On your left.
Like, you think I don't know directions, dude? Like, he thinks I need him to tell me what direction the enemies are in. Let me spend a Talente point. Why don't I do that? Like, we could buff up. We could go the route of the Ferocious Bite. 12 and 12? So this would really encourage me to kind of only use it after Tiger's Fury, wouldn't it? Because that would be the, you know, if you really wanted to game it, that would where you get the maximum damage out of your bites. It's good, but it kind of starting to remind me of like how what they were doing with like paladins and warriors back when, I can't remember the ability, but they had to use this one ability and it made this, their slam and their, what you call it, hit harder, like 20% harder. It's not as bad here. Like 12% doesn't make you automatically have to do it after Tiger's Fury, but it's kind of nudging you that way. If it was 20%, then yeah, I mean, it's like, you kind of need to wait, but way I think about it. It's okay. It's an okay talent. What I'm trying to say. Rampant for stop. Okay, there's a page-long tooltip. Ferocious Bite also deals 140 damage per combo point spent to all nearby. Oh wow. Okay, cleave damage. Free cleave damage off Ferocious Bite. Oh fuck yeah. 140 per combo point too. Damn, that's pretty good. That's about half the value of it per point anyway, right? Outside of like, well, kinda. It's too much to explain. But spending extra energy on Ferocious Bite increases damage dealt up to 100%. Oh, you had to do that, didn't you? Oh no, they had to do that. Am I getting hit? What's going on here? Oh, you little sons of bitches. Get out of here. But here's so... They kind of made it double-sided, didn't they? Because it's another thing that's trying to lock you in. It's trying to make you do something to get that extra damage. It's like... So... Spending extra energy on Ferocious Bite increases damage dealt up to 100%. And it's reduced beyond 5 targets. So they're encouraging you to bite on even higher energy if you need it for cleave, whereas y'all know that if you bite below 50 energy, you lose half the damage of your combo points, right? Because automatically Ferocious Bite is this thing where it consumes up to 25 additional energy to, it costs 25 and consumes a 25 additional to increase damage to 100, right? Well, if you've got cleave targets, now they're encouraging you to bite on even higher energy to get more out of it for the cleave. You know what? We're just gonna take it because we need some cleave damage outside of like Swipe and Primal Wrath. Ooh, that's a nice rate. All of this is nice. Let's keep going. I don't want to get bogged down like overthinking talents, but I do like to think about them. I do like the game, y'all, you know?
Hang in there.
We're talking about.
Your efforts will be told.
Oh yeah, got a reward.
For helping our lost ones find their way.
30. I've got a bunch of rewards I have not equipped. Y'all, what's wrong with me? Good God. Look at all this shit. Equip your stuff. What are you doing, sweetheart? Like, my God. Just out here running around like a ditzy idiot. That, and then put that on. Very nice. Oh my God, there's more. I didn't even put on the shined iron pole arm, and I was sitting there talking about it. Good God. Okay, well, let's go down here. Oh, right. Baby, here's the form review. I forgot about it. Here's Honey Badger. This is for fight. You know, just like Cat is for fight. This is for fight. Okay, here's the... people are saying this is like a pangolin. It ain't not a damn thing like a pangolin. A pangolin is a fucking scaled animal, y'all. Okay, not unakin to a damn armadillo. Okay, this is nothing like a pangolin. This has fucking fur. It does not have scales. It looks nothing like a pangolin. Don't ask me what it does look like, because I ain't the one. I don't know. I ain't got not nary an idea. It's just a big ass thing, y'all. It looks like a bear. It looks like a bat. I don't know. Who knows? Nobody knows, okay? It's settled. Nobody knows what this is. It's just something. That's all it is. But this is for protect. Okay, this is for fight. This is for protect. Okay. This is for flying. This is a bat. Okay, that's what it does. It flies around and it uses sonar, okay, to see, oh, right in a wall, just like that. Sonar not working too good. Okay. But that's clearly a bat of some type. And I would show you, you know, otter form. That's the other travel form, but I don't have the glyph that separates the forms, so it automatically turns into flying right now. But those are the three. Let me find some water. I can show you one more out here. Let's go over here. Go out in the water. I can show you the swimming form, which is for frolicking in the water. Okay, let me go in the water, just like that. Now, what is this? Huh? What is this? Well, it's part iguana. You know, it's part... Yes, it's a lizard, is what it is. It's a damn lizard. It's an iguana. It's a part eel, part iguana. Why does it have... Why is it quadrupedic? I don't know. It doesn't serve a lot of purpose in the water because it's just by the sides, you know, and it's really just using the tail, so it ain't really kicking and flapping the feet. So God only knows. Only God knows why this thing has legs. I can't fucking tell you. Okay? It's a monstrosity. It's what it is. It's an abomination. It's an amalgamation. But make no mistake, it is fucking hideous. And so we shan't look at it anymore. But that's how I swim. Okay? This is how I swim. It's just like that, okay? And now we get out of here. Because I don't wish to offend anybody's delicate eyes any longer with that. It's what it is it's baby says it's axolotl or something. No, what it is the work of Satan. That's what it is, if we're being honest. You know, the devil's hands have been busy. That's all I can say.
An ancient with that rot. It could spread decay around the span faster than a wildfire.
Have the gnolls gone mad? Don't they see what they are doing to themselves?
Listen to Kelsey Ghost. Brother, the gnolls have been mad. Like, bro, do you know about Hogger? Like, you're a dragon. Okay, Hogger is chained up right now for fucking crimes against humanity. He's in the stockade as we speak, brother. Have the gnolls gone mad? Sir, they've been mad.
Strong winds.
You're just
They need Hogger back. I think it's like,
Always good.
you know, sometimes when you go to war and you take out a dictator, the region kind of crumbles into itself because it like creates a power vacuum. That's what's wrong. So I'm out here like putting out, you know, Hogger, you know, pro Hogger propaganda, because we need to get Hogger back so these gnolls have some leadership, and then they'll start acting right again. But until then, is he still talking? Like, shut the fuck up, Kelsey goes. Here, let me fix that. I don't want to hear nothing these fuckers have to say. And y'all, I don't know why I'm so angry all of a sudden. It just happens. I don't know. I don't know. I wish it didn't happen. Here. Fixed. I think that fixed it. It probably didn't. Because that's like the cutscene dialogue, isn't it? Let me try again. We have to turn the effects down even a little bit more. I hate that that's tied to the effects. You know. What is that? That's an undead. It's an undead rogue. He's taking my mobs, y'all. Like, we can't have that. Them's my mobs, y'all. This is Decay Monger Interrupted. You ain't casting on me, big boy. Not today. Concentrated rot. Let me dot this one up too. Interrupted again. Bite. Y'all, I was wondering, I was like, is there something wrong with the cool... Excuse me, my god, I got the burpee poos. Oh wow, that cinnamon raisin bagel's coming up. But here's the thing, I thought there was something wrong with the cooldown manager, because I was like, why? There's two mobs, okay, and I'm raking one. I put my dots on it, and I turn to this one, and it's already got a rake. It's already saying it's got a rake, and I'm hitting rake again. But y'all, I forgot about this. Double clawed rake. We can rake two targets at once. There's nothing wrong with the cooldown manager. Crisis averted. I had been noticing that. I was like, what is going on? I was like, I know I didn't put a rake on that thing yet. He comes up and says, hang in there. I'm getting beat on. Then he starts doing stuff. Then he disappears again. Why am I doing that? Stop gathering these things. Oh, this is something I hadn't been doing. Interrupt. I gotta get the spirits. Oh, I got to target it? That's too much work. Why are you making me ground target this? Just let me press a button. Like, my god, why do these games want to make me work like this? Too much. Kill some of these rot flangers. Yeah, see, Kelsey goes, she ain't worth a damn. He was already dead by the time he showed up. Let me go in. No, no, I wasn't that close. We gonna sneak. Look at this, I'm sneaky as hell. I'm the sneakiest sneak ever. So sneaky. I'm gonna get him. Gonna bleed him out. Let me see how long it takes. No, don't do it! Kelsey goes, I just wanted to see how long it would take him to bleed to death. Y'all, I got these damn honey badger claws. They're very sharp. I file them every day. Okay, anything else? Oh, I gotta do this guy. Oh gosh, they let me do just about everything from stealth. Like, my God, I'm so immersed right now. Like, I'm just so, like, if I get any more immersed, they'll never find me again. Like, for real. I can, like, this is such a class fantasy of being able to really sneak and do stuff. Like, I can't remember, I don't know when they changed this, but you used to always, I know I said this before, but I'm gonna say it again because it's worth saying. It used to be that anytime you used an object from stealth, it would bring you out of stealth. And now they're letting me do sneaky stuff, like going around behind enemy lines and like clicking on these walruses without coming out of stealth. I love that. Like, my God, let me tell you. I adore it. I adore it. That boy, good Lord, he's got some cake on him. I mean, I hate that I'm noticing that, y'all. I'm not a flippin' pervert. And I know he's dead, but my God. What the flip? Look. What the fuck? These walruses are caked up. Okay, we're gonna move on. Put that on there. Get out of here. Stop looking at the walrus butt. What the flip? Vodka says she a sneaker. That boy? I said that boy? Oh no. She says she's the rooster from Looney Tunes. That's funny. I said that boy be thick. Oh my God. Oh my God, that's what I sound like. Or no. Okay, let me get this guy. I need... Well, I gotta kill him anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and do it. Wait, why did I rip on one combo point? Why am I fighting this again? I've already been over here. Oh, this ain't gonna go good. Interrupt some of this shit and use your predatory swiftness. You're fine. Like, what's going on? You're fine. Sometimes I rip on really low combo points. And I really feel like rip is sort of... I know there's a lot of people that would disagree with this, but I think that rip is the premier finisher for leveling. I really think it is. It's just way more versatile and less punitive to use than bite. Because when you bite, you need to be on 50 at least. You have to be on 50, otherwise you lose half the damage of it. And when you use it, it takes all the rest of your energy, whereas rip doesn't do that. And there's a way to cycle rips. Like, you get in a good pattern, like, check this out. You can kind of do this and rip right here and then build more combo points. And then now you can take this to the next mob. Okay, and you're not on 0 energy. And it's just a better... I think it's the best finisher. If you're just gonna pick one, now obviously, if you're playing really well, you will wind up using both at some point. Rip and... You'll wind up using all your finishers. Rip, what's the other one? Primal Wrath and Bite. But if you only want to use one and keep things really simple, you can just rip. Just rip the day away. Oh, we're getting all kind of heat, ain't we? Like right here, we got 3, so we're Primal Wrath. Like, give me some clear casting procs, please. There we go. Vodka said, my girlfriend thicker than a snicker. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so we're gonna go turn these in and quit mucking about. Is it in here? It's actually up here. Here we go. Had me confused for a second. Let's see. I think I'll go for just a little bit longer, y'all, but I do need to go take a break. Let's see. Alright, I let the time slip up on me. I try to do it every hour, if for no other reason than it keeps the... I can do a little ad break and it keeps the pre-rolls turned off. All I do is just enough, like a 3-minute ad on the hour every hour, just to keep the pre-rolls turned off, because unfortunately the pre-rolls fucking kind of kill your channel. But I do need to tinkle, so y'all give me just a couple of 3 minutes. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, y'all. I'm back. I'm glad to be back. Vodka says ad. Yeah, I have to run the ad in order to turn the pre-rolls off for another hour. It's you have to run 3 minutes on the hour every hour to keep the pre-rolls turned off. So when I go take a break, I flip a 3-minute ad. It's one at the start of the stream and then one roughly every hour when I remember to when I remember to go take a break. I don't use the ad manager to do it, because the ad manager puts it, like if I'm in the middle of doing something and the admin manager comes up and it's like, oh yeah, we're running an ad. It's like, no. And you can time it out, but you can't time it out infinitely. So I do it manually and keep the ad manager turned off. I just do it when I go take a break, which is about every hour. You see. Oh yeah. Okay. What did I miss? What's up here? Oh, we gotta talk to this idiot. Oh, he channeling. He channeling. Oh shit, I remember this quest. It's like this big bouncing book. Why can't I see anything? Zoom it out a little bit. Oh my god, you mean they're not like zooming my camera out for me anymore? Like, that's an improvement though. I've been complaining about that forever. Like, oh, we got stuck. Oh fuck. Get out of this shit. What are you? Okay. They gonna call, oh my gosh, y'all. Oh my good god. It calls me to lose my mind? Okay, let's try again. You don't even have to press the F. You can just control it normally and run over stuff. That's the best way to do it. I only have to kill the purifiers. Oh, big AoE. Okay, now we gotta fight this dude. Okay, let's see. Twisted. Oh, cool. Let me equip my gear. Boop bop. Okay, now we're back to the Druid tree. Let's see what we want here. Because I don't know. I don't know what I want. Oh, that's cool. When you fall below, okay, that's free healing. You cast Frenzy Regen. Okay, but it doesn't switch me to bear form, right? Because that would be putting a chink in things. What do I want though? Feline Swiftness. I don't die that much. Let's just take that. This is kind of like almost like a fatalistic kind of talent. It's like, how dare you? How dare you assume I'm gonna fall below 40%? Oh, this boy loves channeling. Look at him. What is he doing now? I'm supposed to be doing something. What are these? Decay, infection, destroyed. Oh, it's little piles of decay, dookie decay. Okay, we put some roots on it. Oh. That thing looks smelly. Like it says, remember baby, for the Empress. Okay, we gotta get out of here. He casted a big shield in there, like a big bubble of sorts. Oh, what's this? A little scout pack. Let me go get that. Oh, why did I mount up on this silly bird? It's in here. Let's see. Now, I bet they don't let me get this sneaky. What the flip? I was in stealth. What are they doing? The little assholes? These little bastards? What's wrong with you? I love my little primal instinct. Maybe I'm probably calling it the wrong thing, but nature's instinct. What is it called? Predator's instinct? I'm fucking this up, but anyway, the little thing that lets you instantly cast regrowth on yourself. I forget what it's called. Is it predatory swiftness? That might be what it is. No, see, it took me out of stealth to click that. But they let you do quest objectives. They let you do quest objectives. Did I not even get the thing? Hold on, here's the thing right here. Let me try again. I'm in stealth. No, they don't let you get that in stealth. But quest objectives though, they let you do that. Yeah. Why can't I fly? There we go. Oh, swooping under low. Stunting. Alright, Calci Ghost. Complete. Meet Brenna in Iskara. Okay. They don't have anything else to tell me, so we're going to Iskara, which is the icy place. It's the home of the soup makings. Gather the family. I gotta get 4 funeral offerings. Okay, let me do that. I thought that was a flight path for a sec. Where's it at? There it is, right there. Well, if it was a snake, it would have bit me. It was literally right under my nose. Let me get a sip of coffee. Ah, it's still good. Maybe I should have just chugged it and made another cup. But sometimes when I do that, I wind up not drinking all the 3rd cup and it just kind of goes to waste. Oh, here we go. Handcrafted boat. Well, that's a little ass boat. Can't nobody ride in that. Ornamented shield? Okay, we got one more thing to get. It's probably inside of here. Let's see. Stone sculpture. Oh my god. It's a walrus sculpture. Got it. Okay. And then inside of here. Am I? Oh my god, I can hear their slurping sounds. Oh my god. Like Calcigos, could you not? Oh, that's terrible to my ears. Like, this fucker don't know how to... He's an aspect, y'all, right? Isn't he a dragon aspect? And he can't eat soup without fucking slurping it? Like, I slapped that goddamn bowl out of his hands, y'all. I don't give a damn. Nothing worse than a slurper. Well, I'm definitely not out of quests. What did I do? I think I was so disgusted by the slurping, I just wanted to get out of there. Y'all can probably not hear it, but I can hear it. It's very nasty. Oh, they're just making me stay in there. What do I need to do? Speak to Brenna. Well, I spoke to her. I guess we got to kind of role play with her a little bit. We'll walk as a porcupine. We're a little porcupine night elf. Oh, we're doing the funeral. I haven't been paying attention at all, so I don't even know whose funeral it is. Well, it's that walrus's. Damn, they pushing it fast. Let me zoom in just a little bit. I don't feel immersed if I'm too far away from my character. Y'all ever get that? There is a rise in people on the Moonguard server that don't use TRPs. I'm tempted to download my roleplay just to see, like, if people like these people that I think aren't using TRP, maybe they're like some kind of MRP. I think that's my roleplay loyalist or something. They just don't use TRP. It kind of makes you wonder, maybe I need to run both of them. I never thought about it. Because this whole time it could be like one half of the people on Moonguard's running TRP and the other half's running MRP. And I just don't know it. I wish everybody would just standardize to TRP, honestly.
You treasured us all. May the seas find you as worthy as we do.
Or like, skip this bullshit. Like the MRP, what would be great is if, you know, MRP, since it's the less popular one, would just like collab with the TRP person and they could just make TRP better together and like bring the ideas. You know, I don't know, but people be prideful, y'all. They don't want to let their, you know, golden goose go. You know. And competition can be good too. As their alignment. Okay, we got to go over to Calcigos. Okay, this is where I think we meet Syndragosa. If y'all remember Syndragosa, she's a pretty cool chick. She's one of the cooler dragons. I'm gonna be honest. You know, I always hate having to fight good dragons. But we had to fight her in Wrath of the Lich King. She was in, oh, what was it? Naxxramas? Or ICC, rather. I'm mixing up my raids. Yeah, you have to fight her on your way to the Lich King. But she had some of the most epic voice lines ever. One of my favorite voice lines in video gaming comes from her. And she says, she's got a bunch of them I like, but one of my favorites is, she says, "Your pitiful magics betrays you." I mean, she really lets it out. I mean, she fucking gets into that character. You can kind of hear the hatred in the voice. And there's not many voice lines. Like, I don't really get that excited about voice acting. There's not that many that I really think are great, but that's definitely one of them that's memorable. Okay, I'm ready to see you call back the blue dragonfly. Oh, he aspecting, y'all. He's doing some aspecting.
Hope that worked.
Look at his fucked up teeth.
We will see in due time.
Teeth looking weird. There's Syndragosa.
Khadgar, what's happened?
The Primalists are on the move. It seems we did far too well at stymieing their efforts at Vakthros. Razageth has renewed the attack herself.
If Vakthros falls, the whole of the
Look at her
Azure Span
eyes.
will fall with it.
Those are wild.
Quickly then, we must stop her before all is lost. Hopefully, we won't have to face her alone.
We've already got Whirling Surge, but okay. Meet with Drock. Scroll Stabber. Oh my god. He's Scroll Stabber? Drock Scroll Stabber? Does that mean that this boy, potentially man, is stabbing scrolls? Or is he stabbing people with scrolls? Because that would not be very effectual. Because the scroll would just crumple, y'all. Think about it. This motherfucker is stabbing scrolls. And that's so weird. So weird. Like, what's wrong with him? Or he might be crazier than we even suspect, and he might be stabbing people with paper scrolls. Where am I supposed to go? They want me to go up here. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna do that. No. Here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna port back to Valdrakken because I can feel that I am starting to run out of energy, and probably wrap up for the day and get a sip of coffee. You know how you just get that tired feeling in your brain, like all of a sudden it just kind of hits you. It almost feels like brain fog or something. And that's when I know it's time to stop. Let me see. Can I not sit down? Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't sit. There's some of these that aren't real. Why? Why would they put stools in a bar that aren't real? You can't sit on this one, but you can sit on this one. Like, that ain't right. Why'd they do that? Look at here. Look at my little porky pal. She's so cute. Look at her eyes. Aren't her eyes pretty? Vodka says, nuh-uh. Uh-huh. Yes, huh? Big stretch. Rawr. Rawr. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I know she says nuh-uh to ending. Yeah, I gotta go. I done got tired. I had a lot of energy today, though. Especially early on. But it has ran out. And, but I had a lot of fun. A lot of fun today. Like it says, but baby, the heretics live, we must kills. Well, they not going nowhere. We'll kill them. We'll kill them another day. We'll get them, I promise. I promise. You know, that's always top mission. Alex Straza and her agents and the heretics. Says, wah! This girl and her Warhammer. But okay, y'all, I had a lot of fun. Today is Wednesday, so I'll be live again tomorrow. 10 a.m. thereabouts. Looking forward to it. And other than that, I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will see y'all again next time. Bye-bye for now.